Hello there, anomalous researchers. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld: The Darkest Ages. Episode 35, Preparing for Even More Entities. And we're almost up to the 120 impressiveness. That is the, minimum that you really want to meet in order to, have good rituals. So Matic, you're going to roll change, and we'll have Avalka and Ginger attend with, let's say, Klein. And you're going to become a craftsman. And I want to do the roll change before the pew so that I can potentially make a nicer pew so that the room is nicer. Oh look, they're even sitting down for it. I like how he's just standing on the altar like it's some sort of pole dance. Like, alright everybody, look at me. I'm gonna swing my hammer around. Okay, I regret everything I just said. Alright, there we go. So we look at his work allowances. As you can see, a lot of the things just disappeared off the list, but luckily crafting and construction, which is what he was primarily doing, has stayed. So, we do have a production craftsman now. And then, pew's excellent. The room is not the 120 that I wanted. What can I do to move the needle? I could try to make art, but no one in my colony, can make art. Which is probably a problem. Because, bad art sucks. I could also do a reliquary. We don't have any relics, but, a reliquary is a pretty building. Well, I am going to want a Justice Pyre at some point, so I could put the Pyre in. I don't think it's gonna make it worth much, but you know. Oh yeah, I could do planners with flowers. Do we have an ideogram? No, we don't. Mike does, I assume. If we look at Mike's ideology, I'm assuming it has an ideogram. Yep, that's the case. So furniture. We'll go with plant pots made of granite. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. That ought to move the needle. And I want the needle, moved above 120, because I'm sure there's going to be some filth buildup. So I don't want it just, hovering right around the minimum threshold. And we'll plant daylilies, that's fine. Oh, what the duck. Ooh, 2 masterworks already. Three masterworks. Cusos. Ginger, I'm gonna wake you up for this. And yep, it's in the 122 range. Perfect. Vita Mortis just gave birth to some more porkers. I might need to separate the male and female porkers, because we're going to get a lot of porkies. More than I want. And in the morning, I'll do the conversion ritual, and we'll see how it turns out. What a prickle. Alright, the next question I have for you guys is, should Major get the shooting specialist role? Yes, no, or no, someone else should. So again, it basically removes all work types. The reason why I picked Major is he is bloodlust and lazy. So he's not really a good worker to begin with. Oh man, I have like paint on my arm from my toddler. And he is bloodlust, so he wants to kill things. So I figured he might be the best one for the job, because he loses the least amount of work out of everyone. But ultimately, it's up to you. I'll just have you vote on that. And once everyone's up, we'll do a little ritual here. Oh boy, more porkers. 3 more porkers. Oh boy. If only I had more entity storage and was capturing or whatever. My bioferret has been awful, though. Wait, my harvesters just... No, I mean, we're harvesting. We have 8 tier, 24, 28 uncollected. Okay. So, here we go. Convertee. Yes, yes. So we need an 18% masterful in order for this to really work. So there's a 1 in 5-ish chance that this works, and a 4 in 5 that I'm upset. Also, a gray pall just fell. A gritty fog clings to the air. The smell is rotten and acidic. Dread smell. To that end, I am going to zone restrict everyone to close. So, Grey Paul is a, makes people upset, and I don't want them upset way away from the base, where they could have, like, a mental break, and, Alright, room was fully impressive. Participants were maxed out. Social skill was high. Terrible. Whatever, game. Alright, whatever. Matic is getting tasked on making some fresh warbows. So the smithing anvil that I have yet to make, and the forge bellows. They're the 2 linkables for the forge. I'm just curious what they do, because I forgot. Anvil has a chance to up the quality level. I should think we get an anvil first, and then the bellows is fuel consumption. All right, let's get both. What kind of leather does this take? Hard leather? I'll have to make hard leather. So hard leather. How do you see that? I think it's in the tanning barrels, but yeah, leather boil pot. Here we go. Boil 100 patch leather into hard leather. Do it once, and then we're gonna want to make some patch leather. So make patch leather until we have not 5,000, not oh god damn it, until we have 100 of it, but only make it out of crappy leather. So plain, because I don't want our nicer leather used this way. So you think Major should get a specialist role? Got it. And then the raffle timer just went off. We've got inverted sheep. That's quite the name for a porcupine. Bang face. And Kish. Come on, Warbow, be amazing. Good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do Warbows until I have 4 that are Masterwork or better. Just keep doing them until I have amazing ones. I would do a legendary, but I don't want to go through all my wood that fast. Oh! Stone stalwarts are here. Even though I would want higher quality bows, I think what I'll do is quickly do the roll change for major, because we can benefit from it. And then, like, try to crank out one more warbow, and then have Lila and Matic grab warbows and go attack, and try to lure them to our Arquebus South Bridge. Ideally the North Bridge, but the North Bridge is a bit too far. I don't have anyone that, like... I mean, Avalka's probably our fastest runner, but I don't... The problem when you're luring with the fog mod is, like, if Avalka's running really, really fast, because she needs to outrun the enemies, if there's, like, some slower enemies, they're going to lag behind and then, like, lose aggro. Oh my god, he just got Inspired Creativity in the middle of this. Legendary, let's go! It's got to be legendary, it really has to. I'll, like, lose my mind if it isn't. Yeah, it was legendary. Okay, legendary bow. I would say that's pretty good. So this thing does 150% more damage, so it's from 20 to 30. It's got amazing accuracy as a result of its higher stats. And I'm going to give it to our Bloodluster, our roll changer here. I know he... Well, no, he has the weakest shooting skill. So maybe I'll give it to Avalka, who's our, like, trigger-happy sniper murderer. So wrap up the thing. Because we need to go kill some stone stalwarts. Alright, everybody. Minus Matic, because Matic, you're already there. Avalka, you get the legendary bow. And then Lilin, you get the good bow. And then Matic will get Lilin's old bow. Rally, and then Brawlers down here. Major, hit your Marksman Command, and that's going to help everybody shoot better. So Marksman Command, if you don't know, gives you, well, I'll just show you like this. Gives you a shooting accuracy and aiming time bonus. So faster murder time is a good time. You never grabbed your bow. And there they are. There's really not many. Well, maybe I can't see them all. Bring it! Does the Great Paw act like a fog? I don't think so. Oh. I'm gonna hold the line here rather than fall back behind the walls, because I like what we got going on. Ow. I say as I get stabbed to the kidney. Stop it with the kidney shots! I like how Adelaide's just like, just ignore me, I'm gonna do the worm under you. Do the battle worm. Alright. Foot stab, bruises, shoulder shot, and they're fleeing. Nothing too serious here. You have plasteel armor, don't you? You do. What the hell? What is on your head? Oh, plate. Go kill Popsicle or whatever his name was. The Pope. The Pope skew. The Pope skew is what you get when you order a Pope online and you need to read the skew number. Okay, I'm done joking. I'm sorry. Alright, medic, to make you happy. There you go. We could actually be taking prisoners here and releasing them. If I'm not mistaken, these Stone Stalwarts are a faction that we could befriend. Yes. They're a rough kingdom, so we could be befriending them. But as you can see, my carte blanche murder is, like, not going to move that needle much. Where is Mr. Plasteel Armor, dude? Did you run away? I swear to God, there was a dude with Plasteel Armor. Mr. Cheater. Where'd you go? You must have booked it. No, seriously, where the hell? I don't know. Alright, medic. Or, not medic, Major. It's Major who's finishing them off. Missed him in the first group? Got it. Quit playing with your food. There we go. Alright, well that's, ooh, what is this? What is this? Mufton milk. Okay, definitely don't drink that. You don't need to be addicted to milk. That's how you get a Homelander. Ugh. Gross. The last guy that was killed had that armor. Ah, was that? Oh, really? Oh, you know what? Let's just search here. Plasteel. Because this should work. Plasteel plate, right there. They made it so that you can search people much easier now with the tools in 1.6. Just occurred to me. Summer Solstice Opportunity. Sweet. So we'll trigger one of those in just a second. And hope that we miraculously get our kidney back. Maybe I'll give everyone like a minute to recuperate because they're all like hungry and about to have mental breaks due to mood. Ain't nobody got time for that. But that fight definitely went better than fights previous. Like I wasn't on the brutal struggle bus of like, oh god, I'm gonna die. Just duked it out and won, easy peasy. Pregnant again, huh? Okay. Oh, for the... Okay, I have a bunch of immunization drafts. So, here's what I'm gonna do. Now there is a knocking noise, but it wasn't the one you heard before. I don't know what the knocking noise is. Alright. People are sick. I don't need bad doctors doing doctor work. Klein, this means you. I don't know what's going on. There's like someone knocking on the walls. It's actually a little weird. A little creepy, a little distracting. All right. The big risk here is those with one kidney are at significant disadvantage when it comes to surviving this thing. So Ginger, who has one kidney, take a draft. And Lilin, who has one kidney, take a draft. Because when you have lower blood filtration, you can really suffer from the ill effects. I think, given that, I want Lilin and Ginger like glued to hospital beds, and then Ginger, once Preach Health gets off cooldown, will hit Lilin with it. I have Fog of War in my office. I know. It's probably my toddler. When something's weird, it's easy to just blame the toddler because 9 times out of 10, it's the toddler. 1 time out of 10, it's the dogs. And taking that draft gave us, so it was a potent. It takes 5 days to recover. It does give us immunity gain, and that should help tremendously with the plague recovery. Mysterious cargo. No. I don't want to worship false idols. Go away with that noise. So the sanctuary is done. I don't know why it took me this long to realize. I guess I did just sort of build it. But what do you want next? More workshops, bridges, defenses, brewery, holding cells, guest lodging, hospital. A southern hospital, that is. Like, I'd build it here or something. Improve plumbing and bathrooms. Or, I did say the ranch should, like, not be on the list anymore. An island land expansion, like, will be considered, but not yet. We're not really at the, like, thriving, let's claim more land point in time. I don't often put my thumb on the scale, but in this case, those voting for the holding cells, I would agree. We are artificially constrained by our progress as a result of not having more holding cells, in my opinion. Ooh, making plate armor. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Shambler's approach. Okay. Well, Lola and Ginger seem to be doing all right. I'm really happy that you guys had voted previously for me to get the immunization drafts, because recovering from this plague would have been really challenging. Honestly, like, very touch and go without the drafts. Hey, Klein, can you, I know, cleaning bedpans kind of sucks, but... And then feed and drink them. Klein's Go Frenzy's like, alright, I feel extra fast, so I'm gonna run around and do all the hospital tasks like a orderly on crack. Yeah, that's right. Cracked out orderly. You know, to serve him... Oh, okay. I thought I was serving drinks by, like, running over to the kitchen. It's like, there are 2 sinks right here. You don't need to do that. Can you use any enemy as an organ donor? No. We don't believe in organ harvest. I could probably buy them, but I suspect they aren't commonly sold given my tech level. So even I don't think I'm going to find them for sale. It's just, you know, it brings me to a bigger, like, sort of philosophical point, which is this. Most of the series I have, there is some sort of artificial difficulty. In this one, very clearly, it's like Fog of War, and to some degree or another, it's like, you know, we're facing threats that are very difficult to contain with medieval weaponry. And pretty regularly, people will, like, request that I mod out the challenge. It's like, oh, Fog of War. Well, why don't you just allow, like, unmanned watchtowers to, like, provide vision on the map? It's like, well, at that point, why don't I just remove the Fog of War mod? Because if I'm just adding mods to remove the challenge of mods, why not just remove both of them and, like, lower the complexity? It doesn't really make sense anymore. So, from a grand standpoint, like, there are some things that, like, I'll introduce as part of the challenge that I want challenging. In this case, it's like the lack of modern medicine, the lack of organs. I did, to some degree or another, to just move the needle a little bit, add medieval prosthetics, because having a bunch of people run around with, like, peg legs didn't really make a lot of sense. Because realistically, IRL, you just, like, banish them. You would dismiss them. You would transfer their service to some other non-combat base. But there isn't, like, a RimWorld, you know, version of that, where you're just like, bye, go retire elsewhere, right? Because, like, guardsmen IRL that are broken humans retire. Medically, whatever you want to call it. So, there's some creative license here, but from a greater standpoint, like, I'm not saying that you're suggesting doing it, but a lot of the times I'll have some sort of artificial challenge. And it always makes my brain a little itchy when people are like, remove the challenge by adding more mods. It's like, oh god, you defeat the purpose. It'd be like saying, oh, I'm going to challenge myself by running a half marathon. Well, why not just take a car to the finish line? Yeah, I guess that's one way to do it, but that's kind of not the point, right? And I feel like a lot of people miss the point. The point is to have a challenge. If I didn't want a challenge, I wouldn't be playing on losing is fun against anomaly monsters with medieval weapons. I would be doing something far easier, because I'm not a masochist. Well, if I wasn't a masochist. Alright, we have another masterwork bow. Swink! Let's give that to McGee. But yeah, that's another thing I commonly see is, like, people add RimWorld mods that, like, add an insane amount of challenge, like Void or whatever. And then they'll add, like, subsequently, the same amount of mods that, like, remove all the challenge. Like, most of the vanilla expanded mods, I find, massively lower the challenge threshold. Like, VE Psycast. It's like, alright, my Psycast today is, I'm God and I kill everyone. Like, okay, yeah, cool. That can be fun. I had a lot of fun playing the Vultures with their, like, godlike, I blow everyone up with my eyeballs power. But I don't pretend like that was a challenging scenario. I don't lie to myself like that. I full well know this scenario is massively easy as a result of OP powers. That's, like, the point. Holding cells will be done. So, I had mentioned that we're going to want larger holding cells. The old holding cells here are just 4x4s, 16 cells. So we're going to go with maybe 4x6. And then I'm going to make one with, like, a grand door, which is for, like, the real big security. And then we'll make the other ones without the grand doors. Oh, how much room is this? This is 5. Maybe one that's bigger and then 2 that are, like, a slightly bigger. That way I can fit them all in. So we have... I'll put the largest one in the middle for symmetry's sake. So all of the walls here are the Grand Castle style walls. They're the big ones. Or the strong ones. And we'll do a grand door here. And this is going to be a lot of resources. And then large doors here. So this is our, like, low security. And this is our high security. So updating the priority. Build more holding cells. Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree that watchtowers should see over the castle walls. And, like, if I cared to, I would, like, modify it. The problem is the mod that I'm using for Fog of War is, like, it's an abandoned mod that got taken over by MLIE, or Malie, or whatever their name is. And it's not received regular maintenance, and I am not willing to, like, just tinker with it for the sake of tinkering with it. So I don't necessarily disagree that it would make sense that the watchtowers would see over the walls, because, like, watchtowers should be taller than walls. With that said, I'm not fixing it, because it's more effort than it's worth. And Eclipse! We went from Grey Paul to Eclipse. And guest visitors, LaRue. Wow. Them's some traits. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be adding you, you ugly, chemically interested pyromaniac. Could you just leave right now? A fast learner who, yeah, I mean, I'd consider it. Plants, crafting, melee. Let's try. They're a little older, but as long as they don't have any health problems. Oh. I'll try anyway. I doubt we'll actually functionally... Oh, it's Winifred again. Is this the same Winifred? It is. Liana, it's the same Liana, I'm assuming. Eyesore. It's too bad Eyesore isn't ugly, because, you know, that would have been just, like, perfect. But yeah, a misogynist, slothful misogynist who's too smart, that's a big no thank you. Is the priest health ready? It is. However, with that said, if Ginger's recovering, Lillian's probably seconds away from recovering. Yeah, Lillian doesn't even need it. So I'm not even going to bother with it. I'd rather use it as like a council. More shamblers. Why do they just keep showing up? They like show up, do nothing. It's like the threat of a threat. It's like, I'll threaten you if you keep showing up at my doorstep. It's like, well, you threaten me with a good time then. We have 2 excellent warbows, which should probably get passed down. Because they're higher quality, but they're still not the masterwork we're seeking. It's fine. Is it ritual time? It is. Let's go ahead and do the summer solstice right now. Before I forget. In the middle of the night. Because why not? And, maybe once we have our, like, if we miraculously heal and stop taking extra damage, I'll, like, remove artificial limbs so that they can also be healed. But for now, we're missing enough kidneys that I don't need to be doing that. It was fun. I don't see the added information of a recovery. So, kidney still missing. No, wait. Ginger got her kidney back. Where is that message? It's just missing. But she was, or no, maybe it wasn't her? No, it wasn't her. Never mind. She was not missing a kidney. Wait, why did I give her the immunization draft? The draft should have gone to McGee. No, but McGee wasn't wounded. I don't know. I'm just, my brain is cooked. Yeah, no one recovered. I'm just illiterate. It's good enough. It's just illiteracy. Well, it was fun, and still it's going to be a mood boost, so it's not a net negative at least. She had a kidney wound, which is why I drafted her. Or whatever, drugged her. Yeah, okay, that's fair. She had reduced kidney function as a result of an injury. Okay. We have to quarry up a lot of stone for this bad boy. Two Tyrrells, one in the north, one in the east, one in the northwest. No horses still, but I'll definitely want to go Tyrrell hunting. Now the good news is, with my brand new super good bows, that should be no issue at all. We should be able to shred targets pretty good. You hope the seduction of the new guest is going well? Lillian has made an impact. It's not much. It's a start. The Shambler just like randomly died and dropped a shard. And there was an eclipse, so I'm at a bit of at a move disadvantage here. Hunting the Tyrrell, because animals don't get move speed disadvantages. However, with the brand new bows, I think this fight is going to be miraculously quick. Because these war bows, yeah, they hit like real hard. While we're out here. Oh, you can't haul. That's correct. Might as well haul as much wood as we can back to the base. Wow, you really know how to make friends. Reminds me of like the... never mind. Well, all the corpses from that last raid almost done being cleaned up. I hope I'm gonna be able to get rid of some of these bows. Let's actually trade with these people that were that are visiting us, because they do have some silver, and they get to stay here for free. So I figure I can get rid of some of my old bows by like giving them away, or technically I'm like giving them away. You have an advanced component? What? Okay. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that. Yeah, if they keep showing up, I'm just gonna keep bleeding them for money. Because in the pursuit of getting really good war bows, we're going to have a lot of, like, mediocre bows. And selling them is probably the best thing I could do. Now, another thing to save up for is better weapon. Better melee weapons. So I'll keep that in mind, because I know I'm going to want some really good slicers. Wait, why does this only contain 0.9 bioferrite? Oh, because it was on the ground. Oh, okay. So major and gingergate warbows? Only if they're of the right quality. The reason is I don't... The excellent warbows at short range have a pretty poor accuracy modifier, and their skills aren't very high, so they're going to be more accurate with recurve bows until we hit, like, the masterwork threshold. So basically, yes, but, like, not yet. Oh, no. That's not how to attract guests. What happened there? You shamed her learning ability, and she didn't learn her lesson. Wait, what? She's a fast learner. She learns... Okay, alright, whatever, RimWorld. Huh, you're so smart. What'd you call me? I'll fight you. Well, you're dumb, but apparently smart too, I don't know. Bioferro weapons are pretty good too, yes. They are indeed. And they're really good for psycasters, not that, like, there is such a thing here. Dumb smart is a thing? Oh, yes. I mean, there's even the, Nobel syndrome, right? Which is people that have won, or Nobel disease, Nobelitis. People that have won Nobel Peace Prizes, or Nobel Prizes for, you know, science and tech and all that stuff, then think that they are experts in fields that they do not belong in, and they, like, run their mouth as if they're the experts of everything, and they subsequently sound real stupid because they don't know what they're talking about. Nobel disease. Pretty funny. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld The Darkest Ages, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode for an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Dread Knights.